Zac just scraped it ahead in that round. Just scraped. There was nothing in it.
Long way to go, of course. 10 rounds, Frank. So you've got to feel their way out, feel their way into the fight. Have a look at each other. They've both only seen each other fight on YouTube.
Seconds out, round 2.
Very calm and collected, this Manquecoy. That was a feeling out round. We'll see what happens now. Oh, left hook.
It seems as the looks are deceiving, but it looks as if Zac's much bigger.
Yeah, but see, I think by the look of it, Zac's trying to intimidate, and it's not working.
Got a good defence done, hasn't he?
Brilliant.
He's a terrific defence.
Look at his slipping.
What I think you'll find is he's got heavy bones, being so much smaller, and that, I'm tipping, enables him to punch harder.
Oh.
I think he's a good puncher.
He has come to win this fight, Mirko.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. There, that got him. That hurt.
He's got a quick jab. Mirko, quick jab.
Zac can slip it under that right elbow, which he did.
I tell you what, this is a great fight.
Yeah. You don't see a lot of this type of skill in the heavier weights. It's usually a bit of a brawl.
Yeah. They've both got grease lightning speed too with their punches.
Oh, good right hand.
That's got to tell. That's 4 or 5 times he's hitting your body. That left rip. Zac Dunn has just hit Mirko Manquecoy with what I think was a right hand, but set up by the body punch. I'm unsure. Frankie Ropus, what has just happened? I'm unsure as what's...
Well, Zac, Manquecoy was behind Zac. I couldn't see what punches did it.
I got a feeling the body punch...
Was it a left hook?
Short little...
Was it a left hook?
I couldn't see any of it from where I am.
He was legitimately hurt. Well, it looks like we've got a new WBC Youth Super Middleweight champion in Australia. He's being attended to by Patricio, his trainer manager. He hasn't got off the canvas, Mirko, at this stage.
That, to the American public, would be very impressive, extremely impressive. Because Mirko could really fight. He's undoubtedly a class act, Mirko, and Zac did it so easy in the end.
But I'm a little bit stunned, Frank. The fight was very, very even. I think Zac might have had the edge in punching power, but Mirko come to win. He'd hit him with some punches. I haven't seen Zac hit with punches like that before. Maybe he's... In Mirko's 3 losses, he's been knocked out a couple of times, so potentially that might be he might be fragile in that area.
Well, like I said, I couldn't see it because Zac's body was in the way. I'd love to know what did it. What punches.
We've got a boy on the way, Russell Wolf. He's no, Zac Dunn is definitely on the way. He's just recorded his 10th victory in 10 fights and 9 knockouts.
And it was a quality opponent too.
Mirko's very disappointed. You can see he's very disappointed.
And I believe Mirko was enjoying the fight.
Yeah.
I believe he was.
Yeah.
Respect shown by both fighters, terrific.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes 31 seconds into round 2. Your winner by knockout. 10 fights, 9 wins, 9 knockouts. And your new WBC youth super middleweight team of the world. Talk to both fighters. Frank Will, Thomson Council Youth Champion. A blistering knockout there. Big future. Brad McCalvey, you just run in from Perth, Western Australia, and seen Zac Dunn in action. And Mirko was doing beautifully too, wasn't he?
Mirko's a very, very good fighter. The scariest part about all of this is that Zac Dunn gets better. We haven't seen the rest of the shape yet. It's a slow, it's a process. But people will take to the right part, people will right.
Yeah, no worries.
And it's scary because this thing has got a long way to go. It's amazing.
Round 2, yeah. We're going to talk to Mirko and where's Patricio? Patricio, come back. Just tell us, Mirko, come on once again, a big round of applause for our Chilean visitor. He shows great skills. We've got to talk to the big punch here.
Muy importante para mí. Le quiero dar las gracias a todos por la oportunidad que me dieron. Tengo un gran boxeador, pega muy fuerte y espero la marcha. Soy mediano, vamos a estar mediano. Gracias.
Thank you for the opportunity. It's a very important fight for him and Zac Dunn, a great puncher.
Great puncher. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. How about 3 cheers for Zac? Heaven! Zac, he was a very accomplished fighter. He was with some left hooks. Take us through the punches that caused you to win that big knockout victory. Left hook.
Left hook was, I had to be careful early in the fight. I had to really strong right hand. I had to find my range to land my belt. It was good.
Was good. And who'd you like to thank? What a great audience here, great atmosphere.
Yeah, everyone coming out to watch me in WBC World Youth, everyone watching on live stream, on corner, our as well, our trainer, Danny Kay, my sponsor, Malcolm. And thanks to everyone for coming out. Thank you.
I want to talk to Danny Kay because he's been involved in the boxing business almost as long as I have. That was a blistering knockout against a very accomplished opponent, Danny.
Yeah, it was. I haven't been into boxing for a while, but Zac's the best I've ever seen and the best I've ever had. And, I'm warming Zac up tonight on the pads. I could tell he was pushing really hard and really sharp. And as soon as he turned the knuckle onto his hook, so we're all real proud of him. Zac's got a long way to go. It's only his first world title, and he's only been boxing 14 months. He's won it, so we're so proud of him.
14 months in boxing and he's won a world championship. How about that? And he's a very humble young man. Paul Zawell, you've seen the best in South Africa. We had a great discussion. How's this young man rank at this stage of his career?
always thought he's going to be the best prospect in Australia, and I still think he's the best prospect.
Aaron, you're a quiet man here in the corner, you're at all the weigh-ins, you haven't let the side down. You must feel very gracious. Very proud, very happy. You've got a big champion, still learning, still young, and we're going to go away. Good stuff, he's gone part of the way now. Okay, Zac Dunn, more photographs. Come up, Malcolm. Where's Mr. Dunn, senior grandpa? Come on now. Harry, what do you think about that?
Well, the WBC Youth Super Middleweight title has been run and won, and local Melbourne boy Zac Dunn has sensationally knocked out Chilean gloveman Mirko Manquecoy for the title. Phenomenal performance. It happened so quickly. We're going to try and get Zac to speak to us shortly. He's on the way to the microphone now. We'll have a quick chat to Zac in what was a masterful performance. We are here live in Melbourne at the Croxton Park Hotel. Zac Dunn's just going to be seated shortly. We'll get a microphone on him and we'll get some cans and we'll have a quick chat. We are only moments after seeing a terrific bout. Zac Dunn, congratulations and welcome to the microphone. You must be feeling fantastic.
Oh, I'm stoked, mate. How terrific this is good.
Well, the big green WBC belt suits you. I think I might have suggested it to you yesterday and you sort of shook your head at me, but it looks good. Green suits you.
Yeah, it looks good on me. Probably in the next 12 to 18 months, hopefully get a shot with Sakio Bika for the main WBC world title.
Well, what happens now? That's a really good point. What happens now? You've won. We spoke to Frank Quill before. Now, Frank's the chairman of the ratings committee. He says now you get a top 40 ranking and the world's your oyster. What do you want to do now?
I'll probably defend it once before the end of the year. Then, look, I don't know what I'm going to do next year. I'm going to have to sit down with my team and talk at the end of the year and see where we want to go next year. But I'll defend it once before the end of the year, and then we'll sit down and talk from there.
Well, let's talk about the fight. Mirko, he actually surprised me a little bit. His record 6-3 probably didn't suggest
9-6.
yeah, that's it. But tell me a little bit about the fight itself. He was quick, he was strong. He hit you with a couple of big bolo sort of right hands.
Yeah, it took me a while to find my range, because he was coming in with real powerful shots, especially in the first round. Yeah, it took me longer to find my range and settle into the fight. But towards the end of the set, past halfway of the second round, I started to find my range and started to land some heavy hooks on him. Then the one that dropped him, I turned it correctly and it got him in the sweet spot.
See, we didn't even see that. Because we actually thought it was quite a competitive fight, and then we blinked and he was on the mat. So it was a left hand, it was a short left hand.
It was a left hook to the temple, and they're real hard to recover from.
Yeah. What do you think? What's your strength? And one of the things I've seen, probably 7 of your 10 fights, you seem to be getting better and better. You box well, you're very strong, you can punch obviously. What's your main strength in your mind?
I've got a lot of power to the body and to the head. Like I can box when I want to box, and I can fight when I have to fight. So I'm an all-round boxer. There's not just one particular thing that I'm good at. I'm good at a lot of things.
Now, I won't hold you up much more. You obviously want to celebrate with your friends. There's 500 or 600 of them packed into the Croxton Park Hotel. Yeah. Is there anyone you'd like to thank just before you leave?
I'd like to thank my trainer Danny Kay for training me up to the fight. My corner Paul Tuao Cartel. My sponsor Malcolm. And my father Craig and Murray for putting the whole fight night together. Anyone else?
And
people watching on live stream, of course.
That's what we've got to try and build up, don't we? We've got to try and build Zac Dunn up and get thousands of people watching you. But it's a terrific performance, your best yet. I missed your last fight, as I think I said to you yesterday, but this was super impressive, and thanks very much for allowing us to be part of it, and good luck for everything. It's terrific, mate. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Of course, Zac Dunn. Yeah, thanks, mate. Thank you. We're from the Croxton Park Hotel. Zac Dunn has sensationally knocked out Mirko Manquecoy for the World Boxing Council Youth Super Middleweight title in the second round. It was a short left hook and one which Mirko couldn't recover from. He definitely was a good fighter. He came to fight. It's a 20-hour flight to get here to win what is a coveted title. And unfortunately, Zac Dunn charges. Well, unfortunately for Mirko, Zac Dunn charges further onward to championship glory. And Russell Wolf was just sat back in the commentary position. Talk to me a little bit about what you've just seen. Now, we've just spoken to Zac Dunn. He's exceptionally happy, but he thinks he can get better. Tell us about what you've seen.
Well, he does just get better and better. That was the best I've seen him fight. He fought a fellow with just class. It was a pure boxing match, not a slugfest. Zac just whittled him down. What did Zac say finished it, because he was in the way with him?
Yeah, well, I suggested none of us saw the punch.
Yeah.
But he talked about him, the left hook. It was slow. He was working it, hit him with the left hook, and he turned it at the right time. And in his words, not many people recover from that. Mirko didn't, of course, but he did admit the fact he got hit with a couple of punches, and he's an ornery customer.
Yeah.
Look, I think this is sensational. This young fella's going to be, our next world champion, and probably for those who are watching, a youth world champion fundamentally means that you're under 24 years of age. So he does get a top 40 world ranking. Frank Quill, who's the representative from Australia and the chairman of the rankings committee, he will work hard to get him up the rankings. It's bigger and better for him, but from this point, I guess, and this is more a question to you, as far as the career, what does he do now? Where does he go now? What's the next step?
Well, I'll be honest, I would love him to do more rounds. I mean, he can't keep going like that. It's great for the record, it's fantastic, but as he climbs the tree and he meets the better caliber fighters, and he's going the longer rounds and he gets tired, that's when he has to dig deep, and that's what I want to see him do. I've seen too many fighters over the years stopping blokes, then get to the big one, and they just can't handle the pressure over 12 rounds. I mean, it's fantastic for the record, and I think the bloke's brilliant, but we've got to get him more rounds under the belt.
One of the things that I think Murray Thomson, of course, is his promoter. Murray's very aware of experience and very aware of getting fighters better, so he's not going to be fighting guys who out of the Philippines and out of Asia. He needs to fight now top 30, 20, 15 ranked fighters to make it. And Murray's aware of that too, so he's a very astute matchmaker. We've spoken about Murray at length during the course of the fight night. But at the end of the day, Australia's got another world champion. It's a youth world champion. It's the WBC version, the most the best organisation. Is that the best way to put it?
WBC, that is the number one.
One of the things I'd like to do before we sign off, and we'll sign off in about 30 seconds, thank you, Russell Wolf, for your help this evening. It's terrific having a bloke who's been in the ropes, who knows the business, knows the promoter and expert, so thanks very much.
No worries, Dave.
Also, a quick thank to Frank Ropers. Frank, former Australian welterweight champion, well respected, one of our all-time greats. Thank you to Frank, he's been fantastic. And of course, this was live from the Croxton Park Hotel from Melbourne, Victoria. We have another world champion, the WBC Youth Super Middleweight champion in Zac Dunn. Thanks very much to our Chilean friends who've tuned in, and we'd like to see you next time. This is David Griffin signing off. Thank you.